The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arizona's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Zings it complete to the right. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Arizona in a hurry. To the air, it's Angulo. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Michigan's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. See that maize and blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes the connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Using the quick game. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does.
Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to pass, it's Angulo. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Arizona going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for a crease. It's Clay. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Arizona right back to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking downfield, it's Angulo. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And Sir Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
At the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lift.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Angulo. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He finds his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick release on the RPO. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Angulo. He makes the catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic. But great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah.
He's going up top. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Sweet feet on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play. Third down coming.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to him. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Still on his feet at the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. It'll be a draw. He breaks the tackle.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator.
All kinds of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, for argument number 1, you got to stop the run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan, 63. Arizona.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona has it back, the offense. drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The play action fake. Coming after him. Fighting off the defender. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver to bring enough separation to create a positive game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Odom. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He caught it. Touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes a move. Lowers those pads. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give on 4th down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some 1st down, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running for it on 4th down. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now this team has consecutive